Hello, welcome to Foam Rolling Part 1 on the Virtual Y. I'm Ellen. Our practice today is foam rolling for improved posture. So grab a foam roller and a mat and we'll get started. I like to start with the foam roller lengthwise on the mat. We'll sit on one end and then lie back so that your whole body is supported on the foam roller. Plant your feet wide enough so that it feels stable. And then we'll pick up the weight of the head to lengthen the back of the neck and the low spine. And do your best to center your body on the foam roller. Arms reach up, palms face each other, and we'll open the arms out and down. Go slow enough to begin to notice when you feel some good sensation on the front of your body, probably the chest, and just let your arms, maybe they hover over the earth. The arms might go all the way down to the earth as well, but just wherever you feel a nice stretch on the chest, the pectoralis muscles, and we'll just begin to ease into that. I like to begin moving the arms around as well, as if I was making snow angels with my arms, and just feel for areas in this range of motion that have a lot of good sensation. And I'll just focus on those areas a little bit more here. We'll notice that as we let our arms open out, that we begin to stretch our pecs, our pectoralis muscles a little bit. So we're focusing on the pecs and other muscles as well. The pec are the chest muscles, but also the lats, our side body, as well as the shoulders. So we could do some different arm movements. Arms reach up towards sky and then out and down as if you're backstroking, and you can go opposite direction as well. So anywhere that feels like a nice stretch, you can just spend a little longer there. So take your time with arm movements. Other things I like to do are bend the elbows. So maybe goalpost arms is a place to start, and then bring the elbows closer into the sides, the waist, and then the fingers together overhead. I also like to bend the elbows and draw little circles with the elbows, big circles, and see if you can get some good stretch on the underside of your upper arms, so we get into the triceps as well. So spend as long as that feels good in your body, loosening up the front body. So as we loosen up our front body, this will help us be able to create back bends. And then when you're ready to switch, we'll come to seated. Get off your foam roller and then turn the foam roller perpendicular on your mat. I like to use a mat versus not use a mat because the foam roller, once we start moving it around, has better traction. It grips better on a mat, and so you do a little bit less repositioning. You'll do a little bit of repositioning here, but lie back so that your shoulder blades are on the foam roller. Plant your feet about hips distance apart, and then move anything out of the way like ponytails or hoodies or loose baggy clothing. And your hands can support your head as you just begin to roll up and down over the shoulder blades. I like to start on the shoulder blades because it's a nice solid structure, your back ribs, the shoulder blades. But as we hold our arms in this position, your hands supporting head, it does keep the shoulder blades in one position. And so if you want to get a little deeper under the outer layer of muscle, which are the traps or the trapezius muscle, then we can hug our arms across our chest. That will open the shoulder blades a little wider on the back ribs. And then you'll get a little deeper under the traps into the rhomboids. So starting on the upper back is nice, but you can do whatever feels comfortable with your arms. There's all kinds of other positions that might feel good. You can focus on the upper back. So just smaller little range of motion here. And then once you get the upper back, reposition and start working on the lower back as well. If you have a very kind of sharp spinal column, if your bones stick out on your spine a little bit and it's uncomfortable to roll right down the center of your back body, then you can turn or tip just a little toward one side. So I'm leaning toward the right. And then you'll actually get into the lats a little bit more as well. So you can roll as big of a range of motion as actually works in your body, and then reposition as needed, because you'll probably roll yourself around a little bit on the mat. So side to side. So practicing the first movement that we did, which was lengthwise on the foam roller, is really great to loosen up front body, and then rolling back body is really great to loosen up the back body. And in combination, these two things, even just for 5 minutes a day, or even 10 minutes a day, a couple days a week, you could do it every day of the week, and it has a great effect on your overall posture. So as long as you're aware of how you're sitting, and if you're slouching, just knowing that if you loosen up your body, you can hold taller posture as well. So this should help pull us out of our slouch and up into nice tall posture. Thanks for practicing foam rolling with me today. See you next time.